Hello, and welcome to the Buzzerbeater Show, episode 69. My name is David Jones, and today we're going to talk about the Russell Westbrook to the Lakers trade, then the aftermath of the finals. I talked about this also last week, but I just want to talk about the reactions of other NBA players on Giannis winning a championship. So, first off, what in the frick? Like, what is happening? Like, okay, I see this, like, if somebody wins, I think the only player in the league that congratulated Giannis was LeBron. And because he had to. It's like, Giannis is probably the new head of the NBA, but a lot of people have a problem with that. I'm not saying the players necessarily, but I'm going to talk about the players, what their problems might be with Giannis being the face of the league. So first off, the biggest point, he's non-American. I'm not saying that NBA fans are racists, but this could be the first time ever that an NBA player, the face of the league, is non-American. And I don't think that people necessarily have they don't know how it is, like having this guy being the main guy in the league. Before that, it was LeBron. Before that, it was Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron. Before that was Jordan. Before that, it was Bird and Magic. Before that, it was probably Bill Walton. No, not Bill Walton. Just all of these guys are American. LeBron was born in, in Ohio. Jordan was born in Brooklyn. What about, Kobe? I think Kobe was born in Philadelphia. And Giannis was born in Greece. So, the thing is, they have never seen somebody like this in the league before being the best player because he came out of nowhere. Nobody knew who he was. And I think that's also the problem with NBA players. They don't really know who he is because Giannis also keeps a low profile. He says that he doesn't want to work out with players that he met in the off season, that he plays in the playoffs, and then he has to beat those guys while he's working out with them. For him, that makes no sense. He doesn't like this buddy culture in the league. I personally, I don't care. I still think the playoffs are fucking great, so I don't really care. But Giannis, he says that he's not really into, how do I call this? He's not really into working out with these players. He wants to do his own way. He doesn't really want to meet these guys. He says maybe after they're done playing, but while he's still in the league, he doesn't want to hang out with anybody. And that's what players also don't like. For example, players like LeBron and Chris Paul, or Melo and LeBron. Those guys know of each other, or players even today in college or high school that go to the NBA. They know of each other. But if somebody that's from a different country makes you don't even know who he is, wins the championship, and then talks trash about saying like, oh yeah, you can join a super team. That's what he said in the post interview. He said, oh, you can, you can join a super team, and you can. This is the right way to do, and then that he did it, and he was super happy. And players don't like that, especially players like KD or especially Harden. Like Harden, I think that quote was actually directed to Harden because Harden has had the balls to admit that he doesn't like Giannis Antetokounmpo, and if he does this, if you don't know who he is, if he doesn't work out with you, if he's not part of your, if he's not really part in your opinion as a player, if he's not really part of the NBA because he doesn't really hang out with you, and then he drops shit like that, and he's non-American, like in the sense that you don't really know who he was before he went to the league and dominated. I mean, I'm not saying I would be pissed. I would just be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, chill out, bro. We don't even, nobody know who you was who you were before you went to the league. I mean that's the same thing as pissed, but that's the thing. I don't know if I would be pissed like that, but yeah. It's just disrespect, like saying that it was easier. Yeah, of course it was easier. Of course it was easier. But guess what? Because of the injuries. Well, guess what? A ring is a ring. You could say the same thing about the Golden State Warriors winning three championships. You could say that shit was easy. That shit doesn't count. But in my opinion, that also counts. And all of those guys were American. But for him, it doesn't count because he stuck with his team and he worked hard, and the other teams just got unlucky, except for the Suns. I'm so happy for Giannis for winning this because now he can say, guess what, Harden? Like, Harden had that where he says, like, it doesn't take skill to, like, run and dunk the ball. Now he can say, guess what, Harden? I can win a championship. You haven't won a championship yet. So shut the fuck up and let me do my fucking job, alright? That's what he's all saying, bro. And that's why he shot. I don't really think he shot against LeBron. I think he likes LeBron. And I think LeBron likes him too. And LeBron respects it. But that was a complete shot against Harden. Like, yeah. Oh, and also, let me talk about this narrative that they don't want to respect Giannis as, like, the finals MVP. What the fuck? Bro, what is wrong with y'all, bro? 50 points in Game 6. The deciding game. If the Suns still hold on and go to Game 7, or if the Bucks win. And y'all saying he didn't deserve finals MVP. Spencer Dinwiddie wrote that in a tweet. Spencer Dinwiddie. Bro, Spencer, you have never won a fucking championship in your life. You haven't won MVP. You haven't even... Has he ever been an all-star? I don't know. Bro, you have never won shit in your entire fucking life, bro. I don't want to be too harsh because he's in the NBA and I'm not, but... Bro. Huh? Like, what are you saying? So, you're saying that Chris Middleton, which he was great, deserves the finals MVP over Giannis. Although both of them agree that Giannis was the better player in the series. And almost everybody, except for him, except for Spencer Dinwiddie, agree with that too. They say that he deserves the Finals MVP over Giannis? Like, no disrespect to Chris Middleton, but even he says, what the fuck? Giannis is a champion, and he deserves the Finals MVP. He dropped 50. Before that, he dropped 45. He carried this team with the help of Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton settled the last things. Giannis did the defense. Did you see the block, bro? That was some LeBron shit, bro. Come on now. He had the defense. He had the running into the post and doing his shit like that. That doesn't do any skill. Of course, it counts skill, bro. You know how many guys slap on his arms the entire time and still dunk the fucking ball, bro? God damn, bro. This makes me mad. Just because he is different in approach of the game. And that's why players are confronting him. Oh yeah, he won the championship with the Bucks. Bro, what is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, no actual cap. I don't fucking get that. Okay. Sorry about being so pissy-missy. But, nah. Oh, by the way, I watched Game 6, but it was a pain. So I watched it in the garage, in my garage with a friend of mine, but the Wi-Fi was fucking ass. I don't know why I'm telling the story, just so... I don't know. I just want to tell y'all. Somebody's like, oh, who cares? But let me just, yeah. So then we run over to... Then I'm reconnecting the Wi-Fi till halftime. Then at some point the Wi-Fi doesn't work at all anymore. Just because I'm outside in the garage and stuff. And then I was like, okay, fuck. Okay, I need to... So we watched the game on the phone, but then my phone was almost empty. So we ran to my friend's house, charged the phone while watching the last minutes of Game 6. It was a pain, but the Bucks are champions, and I'm happy for Giannis. So yeah. So Russell Westbrook being traded to the Lakers for Kyle Kuzma. Lakers fans, I don't really know what to think of this trade. On the one hand, it takes a lot of pressure off AD and LeBron. And Westbrook could actually listen to somebody. Like, he didn't really listen to Harden, I would say. Like, sometimes there were some arguments in the locker room. He didn't really listen to KD as much. But LeBron? He respects LeBron, for sure, bro. Because LeBron, he deserves respect. And that's what LeBron is. So, LeBron could actually, like, tell him what to do. And I think he would listen. So that's a plus point. And I would still think that Russell Westbrook would say that he would take a less role, not being the best option, but like LeBron being the first option. And then AD, and then Russ, or I don't know who's going to be second and third. But on the other hand, Westbrook is turning 33. And his shooting is bad. he's not the OKC Russ that we remember, but I mean, he had his stats last season, and he brought the Wizards to the playoffs. That's all good, but yeah. And the other thing is the injuries. So you can make a point that they could win against the Brooklyn Nets if they keep the injuries, if they keep the injuries like not too, if the injuries don't really come that much, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like Brooklyn also had their injuries, but not like career-ending injuries like LeBron. Like, oh my God, this is gonna, like, he has slowed down. I don't know how it's gonna be next season, but Kyrie, I don't really think he's gonna slow down. Harden, I don't know if his tailbone is all right again. I guess. KD, ooh, KD, that could be. Ooh, KD. KD, he's better. Like he's still good. Like he's good. He's better than LeBron right now. And just LeBron. It's that like AD could also have, like, I don't really know if it's gonna like end with AD with this injury, but I don't know. Russell Westbrook, he had his some of his injuries, some part, like they weren't like super bad, but they were like, oh my God, he's also slowing down a little. So the Lakers are still, I think, the oldest team in the league, and that could be a problem in the playoffs. If I hope LeBron right now is training and trying to get his body right again. Yeah, that's all there is to it. So we'll see what's gonna happen. So Kyle Kuzma and getting traded to the Wizards for some other assets. So I liked like him getting traded to Wizards just because of Bradley Beal being could be like his new mentor. I mean, he's definitely not going to be the main guy as he wished he was going to be in Washington. But I don't know, bro. It's Kyle Kuzma could be. We'll see what's gonna happen. But the only thing I'm worried about that the Wizards have had great draft talent in the last couple of years. John Wall, Bradley Beal. John Wall got badly injured. That's really unlucky. Bradley Beal couldn't really do it on his own. And I'm just scared for Kyle Kuzma that, like, after Bradley Beal and John Wall, they made not those really great decisions, like drafting number 8 guy, this defensive great guy. I forgot his name. But drafting that guy, what's his name? Number 8 on the Wizards. You know what I mean. You know who I mean. But, I mean, he's decent, but he's not like a superstar or like the... I mean, the Wizards are rebuilding, and maybe I'm a little harsh, but the Wizards before John Wall and Bradley Beal, the Bullets, I mean, there were, like in the 80s, I think they were fairly decent, but in the 90s spurt, they were like a really big mess. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm a little scared about. But except for that, like, they could do a run. If Kyle Kuzma performs, if he drops 25 points per game, as he said, but yeah. So yeah. If you like this podcast, leave a like and turn on notifications. And subscribe to the fucking channel. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace!